Yo, your boys back in the building, talking Hawks. Y'all know what time it is. It's your loyal servant, your loyal host, MI4K20, also known as Demand. Back in the building, ready to talk some Atlanta Hawk basketball family. Want to talk about some of these trade rumors that we got going around. We're hearing a lot of, the closer we get, the closer we get to the draft, right? The closer we get to the draft, the more the rumors are going to start to come up about what are we going to do? Are we going to make a move? Are we going to trade Collins? What are we going to do? And let's be real. Let's be real, family. A lot of the stuff that I am seeing is absolutely terrible. Just pure garbage. I have not seen one trade that makes us a better team overall. I see trades that make other teams better by adding our players, whether it's Collins, Herter, whoever. But I don't see a trade where we actually get better or we get the better end of the deal. Haven't seen it. I see a lot of Hawks fans getting excited over what I don't even consider upgrading. But when you have a history of your front office dropping the ball, I mean, it is what it is. You feel me? But it's just it's sometimes family, I'm really here and I'm really at a loss for words. I'm just at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words at how many fans really want to go and get another rookie. Let me bring my boy Markeith in. What's up, Key? How you doing, homie?
Hey, what's up? Doing good, man. Right. I've been a little bit of multitasking. I've been watching. I'm about to switch over to some WNBA basketball later today, but yeah, doing good.
So I'm over here, today. I've been on Twitter reading a bunch of comments and stuff, man. And obviously, as we get closer to the draft, obviously the rumors are going to continue to swirl. And I've been following basketball overall for a long time. And I know a lot of the stuff, a lot of the so called rumors or these so called people that's insiders get information sent to them, from teams and from agents, trying to push a certain narrative to get things done. Um, what I don't like, what I'm seeing is every time I go on Twitter, it's another John Collins rumor, right? But what I don't see, what's pissing me off is this. I haven't seen one trade to where we actually get better. And when I mean that, I mean get better like immediately. Okay.
Yes.
Trading John Collins, I seen the little Portland deal getting a lot of push on Twitter. But what are we going to get with the seventh pick?
Oof. Now, now, when it comes to this year's draft, now whoever has the top three picks, they gonna get some talented players in this position needed for all three of them. After that, I don't know. That's a tough spot. So for Portland around that seven spot, it's most likely gonna be a guard or a wing. Whoever
Right.
has is most likely gonna be that because besides Holgram, Van Carroll, or Smith, there ain't no other bona fide like lottery pick forwards in the draft besides those three. So And for that team, to be honest, which I'm gonna be honest here as well. Yeah, Hawks my favorite team. Portland's my second favorite team as well. Cause again, dang man, that dude's a baller.
Yeah,
He's a baller.
yeah, he
Now,
is
so
certified.
big time, big time. And yeah, as well as watching a lot of Hawks games, I've been watching a lot of Portland games. They have basically the same problems that we do. They also need a forward as well, a power
Mm-hmm.
forward. They've been missing that for years.
Right,
Ever
right.
since ever since they traded away Harkless and Aminu, they've been weak at that spot ever since. So obviously they need a forward. So I can see why the rumors with John Collins to Portland.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it would make us worse. So like if the Hawks do decide to do that, what's your plan at that four spot then? What's your plan? What's your plan? The starter as the starter four and your backup? Because without Collins, that's gonna be hard. And I don't see Gallo starting because the defense is the reason why.
And
It's
he's
weak
and
on
he's
defense.
old.
Yeah, he's getting up their age, but
I
even at
mean,
age, man,
he
he's
NBA old, I should
yeah,
say.
he's getting up.
NBA
Yeah,
old.
yeah,
Like you said, he lacked defense.
that's the only thing.
Um,
Basically, the only thing.
I don't think he could last a whole season as a starter, to be honest. Like, there's no
No,
way.
backup,
Um,
definitely
yeah.
not starter.
So I'm thinking, I'm just guessing here. You move Collins. So I'm thinking Travis, Nate, Landry Fields, they must be thinking of putting maybe a Kongwu there or Jalen Johnson. One of them.
I can
Now,
see, yeah, I can see Okongwu if he can space the floor. If he improves his jump shot, I can see it. Now with
but
Johnson, he got to get bigger. He got to get bigger.
and this is the thing though, off of what you just said. Once again, we have to wait for a player
That's true.
to develop into something. And that's what I don't understand. Why would you put a Congo at the four, wait for him to get a jump shot when you already got a forward who can shoot from three all the way in John Collins? See, I don't understand the logic.
Yeah,
Every move I look at, I have not seen one move that says that's gonna take us from here to here. It's
yeah,
either we stay in the same or we going down due to having to wait for said player to develop something. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm trying to get across to Hawks fans is why are we not more like Laker Nation? Like Laker Nation want championship. Uh they don't want no rookies. If you can't help them win now, Laker Nation, they upset. But for some reason, Hawks fans are willing to, hey guys, even though we were 2 years ago, let's go ahead and get rid of one of our starters and draft another rookie. And my thing is, Hawks fans was just complaining this season, how come Jalen Johnson not playing? Why he not playing in the NBA? Why he's always in College Park? Probably because he's not ready.
that's true.
Because I'm let's be honest here. If I don't believe Nate McMillan, if Jalen Johnson was really that good last year, I don't see why he wouldn't play him. So obviously he must not be ready, whether it's offensive or defensive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
I
the
think they're gonna
reason
same
why.
thing with Cooper as well.
Well, Cooper, what I can say about Coop is he struggled at the beginning of the season. Even in the G League, he almost lost his job to Cat Barber. Coop
Yeah,
turned it on probably I would say after he had COVID in December, then he kind of picked it up, which for a rookie, a second round pick is to be expected. You don't really expect a second round pick to come in and be immediately good. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
I think he'd be good
yeah,
eventually.
so I have no problem with Cooper. Now I would like he better be in the summer league this year. I'm gonna tell you that much. He better be
Oh,
in
oh,
summer
oh,
league playing.
I think
You
both
know.
him and Josh are gonna be in the summer league. Definitely, yeah, I think they definitely gonna be playing in the summer league for sure.
Yes. But yeah, I'm not, I'm not feeling that Portland move, man. I mean, maybe if we was, you know what, maybe if we didn't make the Eastern Conference Finals the other year,
Year
and
before.
say we had missed the playoffs, and then we just made the playoffs this year. Okay, maybe, but we all got on this high of making the conference finals, and now I see fans. I had one dude tell me, "Hey, we could trade John Collins for the number 4 pick, number 7 pick, whatever pick," and then he
Oh no.
said, "But we'll still be good enough to make the playoffs." And I'm like, "Playoffs? Like, I want a championship. Like, you can't talk Hawks ball with like Laker fans, Celtics fan, Warrior fan, because they talk about championships. We over here talk about making the playoffs after a year removed from making the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, that's crazy to me. It's kind
Super
of like we're
crazy.
moving backwards. You know what I'm saying? But let me
Yeah.
ask your opinion on this though, Marquis. What you think about adding trading for Rudy Gobert? What's your thoughts on Gobert as a player? And do you think he makes so? Obviously, Clint Capella got to be gone somewhere. Do you think Gobert makes us better than having Clint Capella at the 5 spot?
Okay. Um. Now, to be honest, me and my opinion about Rudy Gobert, I like the player. He's a bona fide center, man. One of the best centers in the league. Um, won the defensive player of the year 3 out of the last 4 years, or 3 out of the last
Mm-hmm.
five doing this year. So he's a really good center. Now, if he does get traded to the Hawks, he will make the team. He will make the team better. He is better than Capella, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you will still have that problem like you have with Capella as well, because even though Gobert, he's good. He does more post up shots than Capella does, but again, he ain't gonna be spacing the floor a lot. At best, maybe a mid range jumper at times, but that's about it. So, so yeah, if you do have him, and if you still have Collins, you still have that issue, just like we have Capella and Collins as well. So he can make a team better, but you still gonna have those problems offensively. Now, as far as defensively, protecting the paint, it's gonna be much stronger because
Yeah.
he is. I mean, his height is definitely gonna be one of the reasons. Dude is
Yeah.
7'2" for peak's sake. He gonna protect the you gonna protect the rim like every single time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gonna get posted, but still, but still,
Hey,
you
that's,
gonna protect
that's
the
part of
rim.
the job, baby.
Yeah, and even though Utah's perimeter defense was terrible, he was basically the reason why they were at least a solid defensive team because of him alone. He's been carrying that freaking team defensively it for like the past few years. So yeah, he'll make the team better, but you still have problems offensively because he ain't gonna space the floor. Now there's a
And you know
center.
what? And you know what,
There's another center
Markeith?
I think that
I'm glad you said that, man. I'm glad you said that because you know what, Gobert will be a great addition for the regular season. But as you can see, and I wonder if people watching in the playoffs, nobody's running with a 7 footer.
yeah, that's true.
Maybe besides Kevin Looney, everybody else is running with a big who can at least shoot from the free throw line. Because Robert Williams for the Celtics, he definitely not 7 feet. I think he like
Man,
6'9".
he's like 6'10". He's like 6'10", but
Yeah,
his reach is super long. He's got him and Michael Robinson. They're about the same size, same
and
length. They're like the
and
same size.
yeah, and Looney's 6'9". So it looks like the playoffs, people are running more with length instead of just strictly height. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
with
go ahead.
Looney, with Looney as well. Yeah, I can see Golden State still playing though at times in this series because he can't even though he does score the paint, he doesn't shoot no threes. He will at least take mid range. I have seen him take mid range jumpers early in his career, and he's been successful at it. So at least spacing the floor, at least mid range is at least good enough at this time. So I can see
And
why
so,
they still playing.
and you know what? And so does Miami with Bam.
Oof.
Bam can shoot. And
Oh, he can shoot,
he definitely ain't no 3-point threat, but
yeah,
you
but at
know
least a mid range game.
exactly because and that's what I was trying to explain to people. I was like, listen, guys, we're not winning nothing with Clint Capella because he's too easily He's too easy to be accounted for on the
Too easy of a
offensive
liability.
side. Yeah, he's a liability on the offensive side. You already know he can't shoot.
Yeah, and
So,
he can't do post up. He can't do post up
and
shots offensively. Not that
you
much.
can't, bro, since you just said that, listen, we can't even throw him the ball.
Yeah.
If we play like in the playoffs against Miami when they slowed us down and basically we was playing a lot of half court, like you can't even throw him the ball because he
Exactly.
can't do nothing with it. You
Yeah.
run you can't you run pick and roll, but guess what? They already know that Clint Capella, like I said yesterday, has to roll to the basket. He has no other choice.
Yeah.
So he's too easy to defend and guard. And
Yeah.
I
Very.
think if we don't do nothing else, we need to upgrade the center position. Now, I like Aiton. I know
I
Aiton gonna cost a pretty penny.
I
You
got
know
one.
who you got? Who you got?
uh, his contract's like 18 mil a year. I think he's riding his last contract this upcoming season. Michael Turner. How about that? He can space the floor offensively, and he's a rim protector defensively as well.
You talking about Miles Turner for the
Miles
Pacers?
Turner. Miles Turner. That's what it's Miles Turner. Yep. How about that one?
Hey, the
That
funny
I can
thing,
see that.
the
I
funny
can
thing
see that.
is he was available for trade at the deadline, but he got I think he got hurt.
He got
And
hurt.
that's why
That's his
I think
only. Yes, the only thing.
and I
That's
guess that's why nobody made a move for him. But that's a even better that's a cheaper alternative, but will the you probably gonna have to find a third team or something because would the Pacers take on Capella contract? I think Capella got 2 years on the deal left at
like
19 million.
somewhere around. That's like a million more. You just, I think you can still do it straight up, right? If it's like,
Yeah,
because Miles Turner's like, it's upcoming season. I remember read a little article. Upcoming season is like 18 mil. He's riding out for this upcoming season. He's gonna be a free agent after this upcoming season for sure, because he extended his contract. So it's like 18 mil. If the Bella's contract is like what, like a million two above that or so, I think you can still do it straight up. And
yeah,
I don't,
mm-hmm,
I wouldn't be
yep,
surprised if the Pacers accept that because they still rebuilding ish. They still rebuilding.
yeah, and I mean, I'm sure they probably want to be a little bit competitive. So why
They,
wouldn't they
they,
take on a Clint Capella, run him for 2 years? They could draft a big, bring him
you could drop.
along while Capella feel the need. But Capella is not helping us right now on the offensive side. And I think his defense is not good enough to supplement that. Like, people talk about Trey Young defense, but guess what? Trey gonna give me 25 and 9. So
Mm,
I can go out. He gonna stay on the court. You know what I'm saying? But Capella give you what? Like you can't even play him in the fourth quarter because he can't shoot free throws. You know what
true
I'm
that.
saying? He's a
Mm,
liability, and why fans rather get rid of Collins than Capella is
yeah.
mind blowing. And I understand some fans gonna be like, "Well, teams are not calling about Capella; they're calling for Collins." And I'm like, if they calling for Collins, they see something in Collins that we don't. Excuse me, not us, but some of the fans who want to get rid of John, maybe they don't see it. I see it.
I still see it. I can still see him even getting better. Again, just if he has at least decent ball handling skills, like what Pascal Siakam type ball handling skills, not a little less loose,
Yeah,
then he could be a much better player. Now, just some ball handling skills. That's it. And then with Okongu, uh, I, to be fair with him, when we drafted him, he was hurt. And then
right.
after the first season, he was hurt as well. So this is like his actual first full off season. So yeah, he didn't get a chance two other years, the last 2 years. So he get his chance to have a full off season this year. That's why he was able to have a jump shot rookie and sophomore year, I think. But like, still a great player. And shoot,
Yeah,
he
I mean,
when he got
that's
subbed
what.
in, this team was looking way better. They were making runs when he was subbed in. Most importantly, they were making runs.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, they were.
but also, um, back on the general manager. Why does he keep drafting freaking forwards? Like you got a Kongwu, Jalen Johnson needs some burn.
Yeah, he
Still
gets some
got
burn.
John Collins.
Now that
Um,
yeah, that was his first. I think it was his first year on the job, which that was kind of like a steal. So, but
oh
yeah,
yeah,
I see what
because
you.
Collins actually dropped in the draft because
That was
they
surprising.
was talking about his defense. So he
Yeah,
actually dropped, But like I tell people, Collins, I can show you John Collins adding something to his game every year. I can show you John Collins um efficiency is off the charts. He does a lot with a little.
hmm
And I think fans, this is the thing, fans like to say John Collins is not a number two option. But my thing is this: granted, he's not no Siakam. He's not going to dribble and
so
attack like that. But
nah,
look at his. I was telling people, look at his usage rate. His highest usage rate was, I want to say, 2 years ago, where he was a 20 and 10 player. Fans want him to still be a 20 and 10 player with less. His usage goes down every year, but fans still want the same production. I'm like, how do you expect to get the same production when he not his touches is going down, down, down every year?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, and I think a
yeah,
lot of fans they get sold on youth real easy. Like people screaming for Jalen Johnson, bro. Listen, I saw him coming. There was good, Starks. I seen him coming to the game, bro, and he looked lost like a mug, bro. He just run up and down the court like. Now, don't get me wrong. The dude has athletic ability out of this
oh,
world.
yeah. It showed that. I think it was like a first game. So athletic ability was like I think it was that game against Detroit. I
Yeah,
think it's one of those being more athletic. That
yeah,
law catch to the dunk that was actually kind of sweet though. But
yeah.
yeah,
Dude, a problem. But like I tell people, man, I don't think Nate McMillan would not been playing Jalen Johnson if he was ready. He would have been on the court, point blank. Period. Even as a backup, I mean, he was on the bench for a minute, But when you got Collins, Gallo, or Kongwu already in front of you, where you gonna get the minutes? That's why I don't understand why Travis Link keep drafting forwards. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah. If he was gonna be drafted forwards, you should be drafted forwards like that's gonna be playing the three more times than not than the four. Because that's what last year we were weakest at when DeAndre Hunter was hurt a lot. That was our missing link. That was our weakest link last season, and it was really exposed because yeah, because yeah, Bogey and Herder had to both start, and both of them, Herder's like at best an average defender, and Bogey he's a below average defender at least. So yeah, it
yeah.
hurted us more defensively than anything. So yeah,
And then Virgo Life says Nate doesn't play rookies. This is what I got to say about that, little.
all
That's
right,
what I got to say about this, bro. When you trying to contend, you don't have time to put a dude on the court and say, hey, dude, go out there and let's try to develop you. Like, and then it didn't help that we tricked off the first half of the season so bad that we spent just to make it into the plane.
yeah,
So, we didn't have time to send a Jalen Johnson, go out there and let's see what you can do. We don't got time for that. That's why Jalen Johnson was getting all that burn in the G League. And I was telling my homeboys, I'd rather have Jalen Johnson playing 30 minutes in the G League than playing 2 minutes up here in a game that don't matter because it's already decided. You know what I'm saying? And
true.
just like they always do, they like to say Golden State do. Golden State, the Brooklyn Nets, Golden State, they play rookies due to injury. I don't see how
Yeah,
people forget. They don't understand that.
yeah. Most of those
Look,
does that. Yeah, most of
bro,
those.
watch this. You don't see Kaminga playing in these finals, do you? How many
I'm
minutes
a
he got in these finals?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually a little surprised by that because he's just even though he's a rookie, I'm a little surprised by that. That was all. That's all about that one. But yeah, I can see why. Because I think Steve Kerr don't feel like he's ready for the finals minutes yet. And to be honest, they won't win away from winning the whole thing. So it's working. Whatever it's
Exactly.
working.
That's why I be trying to tell these folks, man. I be trying to tell these people that those rookies only play due to injury. Cam Thomas and them up there in Brooklyn, they only played because one, they traded everybody to get Harden. They
Okay,
didn't have they gave up all their depth.
man.
And let me finish school. Let me talk to Virgo real quick. The Hawks had injuries. Let me tell you something. What people don't understand, like, bro, I'm a diehard, right? Listen, if you go back, Virgo life, go back to December when Trey Collins, all them caught COVID or was hurt, and we brought up Coop, Jalen Johnson, Cat Barber, Jalen Johnson and Sharif Cooper was gonna get about 6 games. But guess what? They came down with COVID. That's why they didn't get all the game time when everybody got sick. I don't understand how people don't see this stuff, man. That's how I know a lot of these fans, they just follow whatever rumor or whatever agenda is being put out there. You know, Nate is a horrible developer among rookies. How can you say that?
I can
What's
say
good,
that.
Matt? Talk to me, homie. Talk to me.
Because I mean, you're talking about December, right? And we're already almost at All-Star break in December. We're already, 30, 35 games into the season in December. And so he should have got time in the preseason. He should have got time, incrementally. I'm not saying you throw him out there 25, 30 minutes his first go around. You 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 12 minutes, etc. You find time for him and see what he's lacking, and then you work with him in practice. You spend time with him after practice, before
Matt,
practice.
that's good, Matt. If we was at least a 500 ball club, can't forget we tricked off the first half of the season. We was below 500.
Yeah.
So,
but a lot of them games. Okay, you throw Gallo out there for 30 minutes, 28 minutes. He has nothing. He has no energy. He's lifeless. You know what I'm saying? He's older. So I would expect that some nights. You throw Lou Williams out there, lifeless. Don't have it tonight. And
man.
you know what I'm saying? Another coach, a Lou Williams, Ty Lue, another Nick Nurse, another type of coach, a strategist, somebody different from Nate, different type of flavor from Nate would have said, all right, I'm looking for a spark. I'm looking for something. Maybe Jalen Johnson could come in with a dunk or a block shot, or he could do something that injects life in us, something that we don't have right now, as opposed to throwing the same dudes out there over and over again, and you're flat. There were so many games that came out where they were flat. They're down 12 points in the first 8 minutes of the game. They're down 15 points at the end of the first quarter. They got no life. They're lifeless. Just throw new blood out there to see what you got. It can't be worse than what we're looking at.
But also,
Oh, yeah,
go ahead, Marquise. Go ahead, Marquise.
I was about to say, as far as this team's missing the spark, I think, to be honest, I think when Solomon Hill got hurt, I think it hurt us a lot because he brought that energy and that defense a lot. He was crucial to us the year before when he got hurt now for the season. I think that's what kind of hurt us big time. Like one of the first biggest reasons why we actually struggled early on. Yeah. So
And then guess what? And then guess what?
Yeah.
Traded.
They traded him and Cam Reddish for Kevin Knox.
But my thing is this, man. If I'm a head coach, at the end of the day, the head coach's job is to win games. Okay. If we were still trying to develop, Lloyd Pierce would still be the coach. Okay, we were still doing this development crap, right? Lloyd Pierce got fired because after 3 years, we was at the All-Star break 14-20. If we were supposed to be still developing, he will still be the coach. Because you don't fire if you developing, you don't care about winning games. You care about players getting better. After 3 years, the owner was like, "Bro, get him up out of here. This is ridiculous." Okay.
And I got that point, but I can list you teams that are winning and still playing their young players.
There's a lot of teams. List me the teams that's still winning, playing young players, and they're not playing due to injury. I'll
Okay.
wait.
Okay. In Toronto, you got Scotty Barnes. He was played a lot.
Bro, when you're
He
number
actually,
when you the no number
huh?
if you're a top 5 pick, you starting anyway, bro.
Yeah, you start anyways. Yeah,
Name me a top 5 pick who don't start. Name me one who
No,
don't
but I'm
start
saying,
day
but I'm,
one. Who don't
no,
start,
but I'm saying because normally they're going to a bad team. He went to a good team and he started,
bro?
or
You don't
or he
pick,
didn't start immediately, but
you don't pick number 5 and you're a good team, bro. Come on.
Nah, you don't.
I mean, last year they had injuries, but I'm saying they're good.
That was their pick. That wasn't a pick they traded for. They earned that lottery pick.
Yeah, that
I
was
mean,
their
they
original
had a
pick.
yeah,
That was their
Toronto,
original pick,
but
yeah.
Toronto had injuries. Remember COVID? They had COVID. They was in Tampa Bay. There wasn't, they had a lot of issues the year
Yeah,
before.
COVID and location
But
messed them up. I think it was the year before. Yeah, yeah.
but they're a good team. They were a good team last year. They won 48 games. You know what I'm saying?
That was
Remember they went on the second half run. You know what I'm saying? They're a team that plays their young players. There's a lot of teams. Memphis, they play their young dudes. They're winning. They play their young
Who
players.
started?
Huh?
Didn't no rookie start for him.
No, I'm not saying start. I'm not saying start. I'm saying
no. I'm just eliminating that part. Now name your rookie. They played that average 20 minutes a night.
I'm trying to remember who they drafted, but they did play a lot of
None, bro. Nobody that was worth a damn.
But even
year,
Zaire Williams played a lot. Zaire Williams played who they drafted in this draft from Stanford. He played a lot.
A lot. How many minutes he average?
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna say without looking, I'm gonna say he played 12 minutes a night. I'm about to look it up right now. Zaire Williams. I'm gonna say he played 12 minutes a game.
And with Zaire Williams, I don't think it wasn't that productive, to be honest. For the most part, at times he was having
he ain't do nothing, man.
Here and there, but
it was
not consistent.
Waste of time, bro. Waste of time for 12 minutes wasted.
And
how was it wasted?
What did he do? Just out there getting cardio?
He actually played 18 minutes a game in the regular season.
Okay.
About the postseason. That one.
The postseason.
I'm about to look that up too.
But I'm saying you can
What's
throw rookies out there, huh?
Because listen, man, a lot of them rookies play due to injury. What position does Zaire Williams play?
He plays
shooting guard.
He plays forward. He plays forward, small forward, 3.
He played the 3?
He plays 3, yeah. That's his primary position. And he averaged like 16 minutes a game. I think in 10 games this year. In 2021. So
in the playoffs, yeah, 17 minutes a game in the playoffs.
That's about it.
Okay, that's
we got
one. We got one out of 32 teams.
But
and
I have to look at
how many players
the draft
in the NBA?
Order. Hold on, wait. I gotta look at the draft.
Bro, you can't count top 5 picks. Top 5, hell, you really can't count top 10 picks because usually your top 10 picks, they're starters from day one.
Okay, let's see.
You know what I'm saying?
Here.
What Stark said? He said Jalen had the potential, but Nate don't think out of the box. The guy's 6'9" and very so. But my response to that, Starks, is this: when Jalen Johnson gets on the court, he looked lost. He was lost numerous times on his defensive assignments. You could see him out there lost. He only looked good when the game was already decided. And he was getting minutes against the other team scrubs.
But a lot of that is, well, as you found out after the season, which I was trying to say throughout the whole season, they don't run any plays. They have no sets or nothing. So it's street ball. It's street ball. So the 2 minutes you see him out there, you know what I'm saying? He trying to figure out where he's supposed to be on the court because he getting no assistance from the sideline. So he got to, he's still 19, 20. So that's what I'm saying. You got to bring him along slowly.
He got to charge up to the game. Because you know what? That can't be no excuse. Because Cass, when you say that same point for John Collins, all I hear is people say, nah. He make this money. He should be giving us this. So, I mean, listen, man, don't get me wrong. I like Jalen Johnson, but my thing is this. I personally think the head coach didn't think he was ready to get those minutes over Okongwu, Collins, Gallo, Hell, sometimes I think Dame was getting more minutes than Jalen Johnson.
But
Yeah, Gordon. Yeah.
but then it's two to me. It's two type of coaches. It's coaches that manage and it's coaches that coach that are strategic thinkers. Nate is a manager, so that that shows itself in a variety of ways. One of them is he is looking for dudes he don't have to coach. He don't have to give direction to. He could just throw him out in the game, sit on the bench, and fold his arms or pace up the sidelines like he'd be doing over there, standing like a statue. And he don't have to instruct. He could just throw them out there. They could do whatever they do, and he could just, sub them in and out. That's pretty much. But he not looking to.
That's how it should be.
No.
Okay, watch this. So at your job where you work at, Matt, right? Yeah. Does your supervisor, if you have one, does your supervisor have to tell you every little thing to do?
No, but a good supervisor does check in and say, all right, hey Matt, this is what we're doing this week. Where you are on this project, where you at on this project. You know what I'm saying? They do check in and we do collaborate. He said, all right, I'm 80% done or 90% done with this presentation or this project here. Take it over, look it over, send me back your feedback or comments or whatever the case may be. He's not just like at the end of the month or at this deadline, I'm supposed to have these 5 things done and they're not done. And they're like, oh, well, it's you know what I'm saying? It's your fault. You know what I'm saying? What about this? I never checked in with you.
So how many times have we watched Nate in the huddle when the TV go to the huddle? He tell them boys about defense. It's tons of times he's told them boys to play defense. And what do they go do? Listen, and everybody on that on our starting lineup got, including Trey, 4 years in the league minimum. And so I'm not even counting all the years of basketball they've been playing up into the NBA. Why does the head coach have to keep telling these dudes about playing deep perimeter defense? I'm gonna tell you why. And then, let me get this out, and then I'll hear your response. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they can't play defense. They're horrible. Kevin Huerter's horrible. Bogey, horrible. Hunter, overrated as hell on defense. You know his defense efficiency is worse than Donovan Mitchell, and people had the nerve to come on Twitter and tell me that Donovan Mitchell and Trae Young will be terrible. I'm like, bro, have you looked at Hunter? Look at his. He ranked below Donovan Mitchell. So
with the Trae Young's defense, did y'all think of that? Because I thought they improved a little bit defensively because he was getting a lot more steals than usual this year.
What you think about that, Matt? About what Marquise just said?
His defense is I think he pick and choose. I think he has the ability to be average. Some games he just don't. You know what I'm saying? The willpower isn't there mentally, but I know some of it is coaching as well. But I think he'll be a better defender next year. I think next year you'll probably get the best out of him.
What about coaching? Is what can the coach do to help Trae Young play better defense?
Okay, so I'll give you a perfect example, right? In the playoffs, right? Luka, right? Luka's a terrible defender. He's god awful.
Yeah, he's horrible
defender, right?
Facts.
Okay,
that's a fact.
Okay, Dallas has, in my opinion, Dallas don't have great defenders on their team. But if you look at them statistically, they were in the top 3 in defense almost all season long because Jason Kidd said, just give me 2 seconds. That's what he told Luka. Give me 2 seconds of defense and I'll handle the rest. I'll put a scheme in place where I'll hide you. You just can't die on the initial action. But after that, you got to give me 2 to 3 seconds and then I'll take care of the rest. With Nate and Trae, you don't see that. Why are they switch so much? People basketball, like like you said, novice basketball people who just watch it and don't really think about it. This switching stuff. Everybody got it from Golden State, but what people don't understand is Golden State did not switch everything all game long. Golden State switched everything in a particular lineup the last 5 to 7 minutes of a game. They didn't switch the whole game. And even still today, they don't switch. Steph hedges where he comes out and shows, but he gets back. They hide Steph. Then Dallas hides Luka. You can have a team where you have bad defenders and you hide them, but you gotta come up with a game plan or strategy to hide who's your good defenders, who's your bad defenders, who's so.
But Matt, this what I would say about that. You can't really hide people in the NBA. You know why? Because the other team knows you a bad defender. All they do is they force you to switch off the pick and roll. You see it when they be like, what game was it? They was just going straight after Trae Young. They were just going after him, trying to. I cannot remember what game, but every time they bring the ball down, they were switching to get on Trae, right?
But even in the finals, right? They went at Steph. They went at Steph in game 1. Game 2, they said, all right, instead of switching, Steph, don't switch. Just come out, show, and then get back. Don't switch though. We're going to switch. We're going to push the defense to the left side of the floor or the middle of the floor so we can keep you out. We can put you into action as little as possible. You don't have to switch, but teams do. Atlanta, they switch all the time, and I'm like, every game, 3 or 4 plays. Come on, you acknowledge this. 3 or 4 games, they switch and Trae's on a big dude in the post, or they switch and Trae's at the elbow, and he's got he's guarding Julius Randall. And it's like, dude, why are you switching? You don't have to switch.
Well, that's for 2 reasons. 1, because the other team forces it. 2 is because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Trae on defense, he be lost, bro. Like, bro, they got a video on Twitter, dog, of Trae Young just I don't know who he guarding in the videos, bro. They put a clip together to where, bro, sometimes he just be standing there like he be running. I'll be like, what you doing? Trae has to develop. You know what he needs to develop? He needs to develop a better defensive IQ. I need him to see the defense like not see the defense. I need him to see, how can I say it? I need him to be able to, you know how like on offense, he's an elite passer because he can see the game. I need him to have that same mentality on the defensive side. Like, okay, I know what they're going to do. They're going to try to get me out here on whoever. I'm just going to say something. They're going to try to get me out here on DeMar DeRozan. They're going to try to switch and get me on him. How can I either avoid that or how can I defend him better? We know when Trae gets switched, I don't ever think he's going to stop anybody. I'm just like, hey, just contest it. Put a hand up, make the dude earn it. Because Trae Young would never make an all-defensive team because of his physical makeup. He's short for NBA. We can agree. He's 6 what? Maybe 6 feet.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. He probably more like 5'11", I think.
He's small. He light. Like I ain't even going. First time I see Trae Young, I'll be like, man, if I seen that dude in the street, I just take his chain. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's that Portsmouth coming out of me right there, Marquis. But and he don't have long arms. He got short arms. So his physical makeup, what makes it really hard. That's why I think for me, Trae Young, I would like to see him average. I didn't look at my stats before I came on. I would like to see him be top 10 in steals. Okay. He's not gonna be a great defender. He just don't have that physical makeup. But they got them long arms, so they can get in those passing lanes, easily put a hand in your face. But Trae has to get better. He got to be able to see the action when it's happening. Like, okay, they trying to, they trying to get me on this guy. Hey, Hunter, Hurt, whoever out there. But let's be honest, our wings are terrible too on defense. Especially when Bogey and Herter is out there at the same time. You know what I'm saying? How many times I've seen Kevin Herter give up 4-point plays? You know what I'm saying? coming late, contesting. He be contesting for no reason. I'm like, bro, the dude's already in the air. What are you doing? You're not. It ain't like her, her that got some 50-inch vertical. I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Bogey, his knee so, bro. Do y'all watch Bogey? Now, to his part, I know it's hard. Him and Herder, I'm gonna give him credit. I know it's hard to run through all those screens. I know it's difficult. You know what I'm saying? But we need people who can do that to help Trey. It's hard to help. It's hard to have somebody like Trey who's a bad defender. And I'm gonna say he's not a bad defender by choice. I'm sure he would like to play better defense. But then when your wings are terrible at defense too, that neutralizes Hunter. Because if you stick Hunter on the other team's best wing player, all they're gonna do is switch him off. They're gonna force the switch. So I mean, and to me, even Hunter is a average defender at best. I mean,
average, above average, somewhere around that. Ain't like elite.
He ain't no all NBA defender. He ain't no Marcus Smart.
Oh heck no. Heck no. Ain't that level yet. Nope.
And I'm just saying that, when people come at me and Hunter's a two-way player, whatever. The numbers don't say that. The numbers say
I think he is a good defender. It's just that you can only defend you can't defend 4 dudes on the court. So I think it's pretty clear that they're probably going to get rid of John Collins. I think that's pretty clear.
Okay, hold on. Let's stay on that. Because I don't know if I don't remember what your take was on trading Collins, Matt. What's your thought on trading John Collins?
Okay, so I'm not a fan of trading John unless it's for a legit dude. Like I said yesterday, I think Pascal Siakam, Norman Powell. It got to be a dude where I can write down 18 to 20 points a game, because a lot of people don't or look over the fact his career average is still 17 and a half points a game, and his usage rate and his attempts per game have went down every year. So he's still almost at 18 points a game. So I got to get that back. You know what I'm saying? Like if I trade him, I got to get that back at minimum, and probably a future pick. But I'm talking to different people, and so I do think they're going to trade him because they probably feel like Hunter is a better 4 than he is a 3. So they're just going to slide Hunter over at the 3, slide Hunter at the 4, get a 3, and then draft the 2 with Collins, pick. So
what you think about trading Collins for? Let me get your thoughts on 2 trades I've seen, trade scenarios. One, we got Collins going to Portland for the number 7 pick. I seen for the number 7 pick, and I think they said, and this is gonna be a good question for Markeith because he said he followed Portland for trading Collins to Portland for the number 7 pick, Josh Hart, and I think I saw Anthony Simmons in there. I'm assuming the goal will be the Anthony Simmons in the pick.
Simons is good.
So what do y'all think? What's your thoughts on that? And then Marquise, let me get your thoughts because I know you follow Portland.
I like Josh Hart. I think a lot. I think more highly of him than a lot of people do. I talk to a lot of people and they view him as just another dude. But I actually like Josh Hart.
That's
I like Hart. He averages like 6 or 7 rebounds as a guard, which is, what I'm saying, we always ask Herder to get more rebounds and Bogdanovich to get more rebounds. He's a really good rebounder, and I think he's a really good secondary creator off the initial pass. So I wouldn't mind that. And then with Collins, I would want more than that with Collins ideally, but I think if you look at it from, okay, we're going to move Hunter to the 4, so we're really not losing a power forward. We don't have to get a power forward back for John Collins because we're getting, we're just going to slide DeAndre Hunter over.
Or you
it
can put
makes
a
more
Congo.
sense,
Or you can put a Congo over there, or
or a
Jalen
Congo,
Johnson.
or so it make more sense that way. But I think that I was just resigned to the fact that they're going to trade him. But those two are good players. I like Simons a lot. I liked him when he came out of high school at that IMG Academy.
What's your thoughts on Marquise? Marquise, I know he followed Portland. What's your thoughts? Would you approve on Collins for the number 7 pick? Anthony, what's the name? Simmons or Simon?
Simons.
Anthony Simons
Yeah.
and Josh Hart. Would you approve of that trade? Would you think that's a? Let me check. I don't want to say approve. Do you think that trade makes? And let me add on the trade thing I read, it said that the Hawks, if they got that 7 pick, they was looking at it's a guard who played for the G League Ignite, and they said like,
Dyson Daniel.
yeah, is
Dyson
that
Daniel.
him who's supposed to be like a good defender, but his shooting is suspect, average like 10 points. So if we make that trade and say we drafted that guy, Marquise, does that make the Hawks better than we were last year, at least on paper?
Okay. I will start by first saying, me, I do like Collins a lot. If I hope not to trade him. Like see him stay on his team because he's a good player on and off the court, good person as well. But with this trade, Silver pick for like Dyson Daniel, and then Josh Hart, who's to me an all around player, solid offensively and defensively. Yeah, I seen him play a few games in Portland. He's much more of a playmaker than usual. And then with Anthony Simons, now with him, he's like a really good scorer. I mean, gosh, man, the 3-point shooters shots he been taking, they look me like at least 2 of them be looking automatic, 2 or 3 a game at least. And then he also takes it to the rim pretty average rate as well. So he's a good scorer. He can still improve defensively. I'm gonna be honest there, but on paper, it may be a little bit better. But for me, I wouldn't trade Collins because again, who you gonna have at the 4? Besides, if other than Hunter and Okongwu is your only 2 options, you might have to come up with another third option. More than likely coming off the like through free agency or something. But you could, I don't know. If I'm the Hawks, I would probably not do it. I would probably still keep Collins, find a way to move Cappella, improve your team as well. Try to get like a versatile center like Okongwu is, or something like that. But and then also maybe can get a wing defender as well as Pat as well in return or something like that. But for me, I wouldn't trade Collins to Portland, even though in Portland's case it would fit, especially for the fact they do got cap space remaining even after that trade because they got like 73 mil big sake. But yeah, I wouldn't trade them to Portland. I wouldn't do it. If I'm the Hawks, if I'm Portland, I would try to. We'll try every single way to do it.
Welcome my guy, the Atlanta analyst.
What's up, analyst?
Analyst, look now you looking like a little teenager now, man. Looking like you about 17 now, baby. What's good, analyst? Y'all don't know, man. Me and analysts and us, we be going back and forth on Twitter, man, in our little Twitter chat, man. So Markeith and Matt, if y'all on Twitter, man, drop me your Twitter handle and I can follow y'all and then add y'all to our little chat group we be in, chopping it up and whatnot. Oh, look like analyst froze up. I know he'll be back. But
so I just want to address one thing in the chat. They're like Hunter can't play the 4. So you didn't watch him at Virginia because that's what he played at Virginia. He was a 4 at Virginia, right?
Yeah, but that's college, bro. Come on, man.
Wait.
That's college. Come on, man.
But
he wasn't just something else, man.
But he wasn't just a college player. He was All-American. He was Defensive Player of the Year.
He should be. He had 4 years in college?
Definitely.
But so that's 1. And then 2, he's 6'8", he's 230. Okay. And the way
and he don't rebound.
Yeah, that's been a big issue.
Yeah, he gotta get better. He gotta get better as a rebounder. I think Travis talked about that. He has to be a better rebounder. But if for people like he can't play the 4. Travis drafted Onyeka to play center, and he's 6'8". He's the same height as John Collins. So I don't understand. Like, he clearly is trying to go in a small ball direction. So I don't know what power forward y'all, you know what I'm saying, you think you're going to be able to get for if you trade Collins, because it's clearly they're going for a 2 guard with that pick for Collins. So where do you think you're going to get another power forward from?
We already got him. Jalen Johnson.
But I'm saying for
so
next
what do you play?
season.
Where do you play Jalen Johnson at then?
I would next year.
If you put him at the 4, where does Jalen Johnson play? Where does Okongwu play if Cappella don't get traded?
So I think they're gonna trade Cappella because today I'll try to put it in the group, but in the chat here. But today they said that they were going to move Cappella because they want Onyeka. They want Onyeka to start, or they want significant minutes for Onyeka. They think he's ready to start.
Bigger role.
Until he can shoot the ball, he ain't ready.
But Clint can't shoot the ball.
Exactly. That's why I want to get rid of him. That's why our offense sucks. Because you can't. Like I was telling Markeith, man. Matt, go back to the Miami playoffs, bro. They slowed us down so much. That would have been a great time to have a player like a Ayton. Somebody you could throw the ball to, like, okay, since y'all want to slow us down, we just going to throw the ball to our big man and let him play in the paint. You can't even do that with Cappella.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And then how many bunnies does he miss a game, bro?
Oh no, I'm 1,000% ready to get rid of Clint. I was ready to get rid of Clint
from the free throw line, bro. Somebody over here in the chat said Cappella a top 7 center. No, maybe last year. I'll give him last year. But bro, all his stats this year went down, bro. He's a liability.
Okay.
Get him out of here.
So on sports, I think it was Sports Illustrated today. I seen that Toronto called and offered OG Anunoby for Cappella, right?
Oh, you got.
I would do that.
Do that.
I would do
that.
I'm doing it.
Especially
if it's straight up, y'all can have him.
I think they'll have to put in a pick though, not this year, but. You know,
man, I don't care if they give me a 20. I don't care if they give me a 20.99 second round pick. Get them out of here, man.
I would do that trade. I would slide Onyeka up to the center, right? And then I would get Hassan Whiteside, or I don't know, another big man, a JaVale McGee, somebody else, just in case Onyeka not ready. I think he is though. I think another summer, if him full strength, adding strength, adding his jump shot, I think he'll be ready to start at the center come fall. But
because see, I think if we add a center who can do something with the ball, like I was telling Markeith earlier, I think that make John Collins better personally. Because I think it makes our whole offense better. Now everybody got to be accounted for. So now when y'all blitz Trey, the other 4 people, they can score the ball. You feel me? Unlike Cappella, who they just leave him because they know he ain't gonna shoot the ball. Everybody know it. And then you could really, if you wanted to, you could just foul him. What did dude shoot for the free throw line? 47%?
He's
and then for some reason our general manager thought we'd be smart to extend him another 2 years.
Well, you got hey, you can't go at Travis like that.
Man, F Travis, man.
Oh yeah, with that one, I'm thinking part of that is because it possibly could trade him down the road. It's only 2 years, 50 mil or something like that, or something like that.
But the problem was since he extended him, we couldn't trade him at the deadline.
He waited too late to extend him. He should have did it at the beginning of the summer. Because it's a 6 month. It's a 6 month hard cap.
Let me bring on analyst because he a Clint Cappella supporter.
Who said that? Nah, I thought you were about to say what Travis was. I was about to say, okay, I'm about to say that.
Right.
Okay. Analyst, let me start you off with the first question. Do we need to get rid of Clint Cappella? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Straight up. Okay.
Who do you think we should replace Clint Capella with? Don't even. I'm not even speaking on the trading, but what type of big do we need for this team?
So it's tough because I've always wanted a stretch big, but that can cause problems because maybe he's not down in the paint when you need him to get offensive rebounds. So that's kind of it's kind of, you got to look at your cause and effect there. But I would like a big that has the ability to stretch it, but can still stay down low and grab boards.
So maybe a
Okay.
Miles Turner, maybe.
That's what I
I
That's
like a
what
Miles Turner.
Markeith
Perfect.
just said that earlier before y'all came on. Markeith said that Miles Turner, man. Um, one, he way cheaper than getting a DeAndre Ayton. He's miles better offensively than Clint Capella. Um, I mean, I was telling Keith, I think the only reason he didn't get traded because he got injured this year. Because you saw they got rid of what was the other big they had, the white guy?
Demontis Sabonis.
Yeah,
As
they
soon as
got rid of
traded him,
Sabonis.
yeah,
As
it's
soon as
like
they traded Sabonis, I was like, oh yeah, they blowing this up, baby.
yeah, they
And I
got
think,
Halliburton.
and Miles Turner got hurt. That's the only reason he didn't get traded.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, listen, I think before we move a Collins, I think we need to replace Clint Capella. Because I think if you get a big who can shoot the ball at least from the free throw line, I don't even need him to shoot it from the three. But I just need a big who's a threat. I think that helps Collins and it helps out our whole offense. You know what I'm saying?
What do y'all think about Nurkic? No, Yusuf
That's what I was about to
Nurkic.
Love
say.
Nurk. I like Nurk.
Now,
Is
he's
he
a,
available?
He a free
He's a
agent.
free
I'm
agent.
pretty sure.
he's a
That's
free
right. He
agent.
coming
Yeah,
from Portland, right? He was with Portland,
I
right?
think I think he said he wanted to return to Portland, but as far as like contract wise, it's gonna be like around same range as like Turner.
I
So we
think
looking,
that's fair for Nurkic.
so we're looking at what about 18, 20
Like
million? I
16,
mean,
18 minutes, somewhere around that range. Somewhere around
that's
that
what we
range.
paying. That's what we paying for Capella, who play half basketball because he don't
And
do
shoot
shit on the offensive
47%
side.
from the free throw line. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
with
But
Nurkic,
then
he's a play. He actually proved is a passing. He's a lot more of a
Nurkic.
Mhm.
playmaker than
Well,
T.I.
yeah, because you know what? When he was in Denver, they had to make that decision. They was like, bro, which one are we going to keep, bro? Nurkic
Yup,
or Jokic?
yup,
So,
yup.
I mean, why? That's a good one. I would love to have Nurkic on this team, man, but we
You
got
see him doing
Capella.
post too?
But the
You see
only
his
problem with
it's
that is,
to me
like I
the
said,
defense.
these reports that they want to play Oyeka more this year they want to open up more time for him. I have a
Bro,
hard time believing they're gonna get a legitimate named center.
Onyeka cannot be a starting five in this league, bro. Not at least not for the regular season. He too small, man. He too small, man.
I
Yeah,
don't
so
know. I think he can.
that's a
I
good
wouldn't
one.
say starting center. I would start him at power forward, but definitely not center. I think we saw that him coming off the bench. I think that we saw it with teams having their backup bigs, and even him playing some of the starting minutes. I think we saw him just get, not totally dominated, but I guess you could say it's not his fault. I mean, like Devon said, he's just he's a little too small to play
Yeah,
that type of
he too
position.
small, man. Now I could see you using him as a five if we just go small,
Yeah,
but we can't
yeah.
start the game off with him at center, dog. Come on, bro.
Demond analyst, I write it down right now. I'm willing to bet. Write it down right now. I'm willing to bet. I'm going on a more than 50% chance they move Capella and they put Oyeka at the starting five.
I don't know
Because
about that.
Okay.
You better all,
I
bro,
was
you
on
better
board
all,
until you said that.
you better all starting Collins at the five. At least he's
Might as well.
6'9" and
he ain't the
athletic.
defender Oyeka. Oyeka's a better defender.
Well,
Man,
yeah,
let
if
But
me
you
then
hold up.
offensively,
Hold on. Let me
Collins is
pull
a
up.
better.
I'm finna pull up on Yeka's defensive efficiency real quick. Let me see, because everybody loves saying this dude's such this awesome defender.
He
I
is a
ain't seen
very
him
good
shut
defender.
nobody down.
he's
You
had
He
didn't
played
see
like
tough
that?
in the playoffs his first
he
year.
shut down a few guys. That's about it. But as far as Okongwu, if you're gonna start him at the five, Collins gonna have to be there also with them at the front court as well. Yeah,
if he's not traded.
I think he's gonna be traded.
Please,
I think he'll be
please
traded.
don't trade Collins. Please don't.
I wouldn't trade him, but I think he is because I think realistically, how you gonna get especially if you're trying to get a rookie scale deal in the draft, like if you're trying to get a rookie controlled second shooting guard in the draft, who else you got to move up with? Bogey just had knee surgery.
Why are we getting a rookie to start on his team?
Okay, hold it.
I don't want a regular start.
I want a championship. I don't listen, man. Listen. Okay, I'm not in my 20s, dog. Okay, I don't got time to sit here post game live and hear people say, "Hey, bro, we got to give him time to develop." Man, I don't got time for that, man. Let me look at Golden State. I'm trying to see what rookie's starting on Golden State.
Hold on, wait. It's a little different though.
Let me look at the Celtics. Let me see what rookie's starting on the Celtics. None.
None either.
Bro, if we move up to 4 or 7, that player has to start. But guess what?
Yeah.
Our last number 4 pick ain't even worth a damn right now.
We had this talk yesterday. We said we were gonna give DeAndre this year, his 4th year, to see what he got.
You the number 4 pick. Listen, man, I'm looking at all these other teams since we want to talk about rookies, man. I'm looking at Ant-Man balling.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
He's the number 1 pick for
But he was the number 1 overall pick, though. That's different.
I was 4, bro. That's only three picks away.
That's a difference, though. It
ain't like I'm comparing Kevin Huerter picked at 19. I'm comparing the number 4 pick, number 1 pick.
All right, so if DeAndre come out this year, and let's give him a stat. Let's say he get 18 and 8 this year.
20. He need to average 20 points, bro,
and stay consistent.
And he need to play 70 games.
That's
yeah. Be available.
I mean, the 20 thing. I'm just saying, to me, that's a little bit of a stretch to say he's gonna go from 13 to 20. That's why I'm like, I can see 18 going from 13 to 18.
If he won his money, he
17. He was close to 17. I think they're gonna sign him this summer, though.
Why would you do that?
That's what I read. That's what I read earlier. They was gonna sign him. Try to sign him this summer.
Bro, we just messed up by doing that with Kevin Huerter.
Well, not really. If you look at Huerter's contract, it's really favorable. It's like $16 million a year. It's a pretty good deal.
It's for 16, 17 million.
You can trade him. You can always trade that contract.
You can. Yes, you can.
But
why
Demond,
not wait? Because he's gonna be restricted. Why not let the season play out? See what he
Demond, this is why you don't wait. If you believe in him, this is why you don't wait. Because Dallas, right, with Brunson, they could have signed him for $12 million a year last year. They said, "No, we're gonna make you prove it." He proved it. Now they got to pay him over $20-something million a year.
I'd rather pay him 20 after he showed me he worth 20 than pay him 12, and I'm stuck with him for 4 more years, and he giving me some $12 million numbers. Listen, man.
Or Brunson could fall off next year. I mean,
let the dude play out. Play it out.
I would like to see him play it
Let
out.
him play it out. He restricted. He ain't going nowhere.
So let's say next year he get 20 a game, right? Like y'all saying, 20 and 8. I'm talking about rebounds. 20 and 8 next year. You gotta pay him John Collins' contract, $125 million a year. Y'all not gonna want to pay him that.
Do you think that's worth it? If he give you 20 and 8, would you say give him 5 for 125? Yeah, you would. See? Yeah, you would. You would. Matt will.
I mean, I would do it, but I don't want to pay him that number. I want to pay him like 16, 17. I don't want to pay him 25.
I want to give him less than that.
Why not? If he worth it, it don't matter. If he's worth it, I don't understand. Why not pay the dude if he giving you the production?
Because
I don't have a problem giving you 25 million if you're giving me 25 million in production.
Okay, but let's say next year he have 20, you give him the money. Then the year after that he dip, or saying he have a down year or he get hurt. You want to have flexibility. So that's why I'm like, okay, he's good
Matt. That means you don't really believe in him, Matt.
No, I believe in him. I just want to. I want to hedge
right
my
about
bet.
now. I don't either.
Yeah, I need to see some
Watch
more
this.
improvement.
Watch this, Matt. If LeBron James said, "Hey, he want to play for the Hawks, and we got to give Max money," is he worth Max money?
I mean, of course, what you talking about?
Because you
A
believe in him.
generational
That's
talent.
why. Because you believe in him. You
Mhm.
believe in LeBron. Watch this. Did you have a problem giving Trey the Supermax?
No,
Because you
but he not.
believe in him.
But he's not one of them dudes, though.
But you believe in him, right?
Yeah, but it's
You don't
different.
believe in Hunter. That's what. See, you. I'm gonna tell you what you're doing. You nervous because you like. I really don't think he's really that good. Because if you thought he was really that good, you would have no problem giving him that bread.
No, okay, here's the thing. I just thought about it. Julius Randle, perfect example, right? What if it's a
Right.
Julius Randle situation? He played well, I give him the money, then he's a dumpster fire the next year, and I can't get rid of him because he
Yep.
played like trash.
What's
Nobody
his number?
wants
His
him.
numbers
I
are
don't
good.
want him.
But his numbers
Well,
are not bad. They just
Did
mad
you watch
because
the Knicks?
the Knicks didn't win. His numbers, bro, Randall sometimes will come out and give you 25. Some nights he'll come out, he'll give you 10 assists. His numbers
On 40
overall wasn't
shots,
bad.
on 35, 40 shots. His efficiency went in the toilet. His turnovers went in the toilet. He's a
But you
trash
gotta
player.
remember,
Now I'm
on
stuck
the
with
Knicks. On the Knicks, he's a point forward on the Knicks, though. So he handles the ball a lot.
and then also with
Nobody say nothing when Trey turned the ball over 10 damn times, 6 times and a half.
But he
Yeah, and
he
also
don't
with-
lead assists.
yeah,
Points
and
and
also with
Man,
Julius
pull up
Randle.
Randall numbers.
Yeah, well,
Randall
also
wasn't
with-
bad, bro. And he don't even make max money. You know that, right? You know
Hold
he's
on.
not on a max contract.
Hey,
don't.
you
Yeah, and
want
also
For him,
Randall?
with
he
Julius
is.
Randle,
Give me Randall's numbers, analyst. What he got? What Randall do? I guarantee you he gave you. I bet he about 20 and 8.
I don't know about
Probably gave you 5 assists.
that. Okay, all right, you're right. 20 and 9.
Okay, he probably give you 5 assists,
29.
4 assists. He probably
Ooh.
shot what?
5 assists.
40. He probably shot about 40, what? 3% from the field.
41.
Let me pull up
up
his
there.
advanced stats.
What he shot from 3? What?
30.
30.8.
That was when
Damn.
he had a relapse. Because what did he shoot from 3 before that?
The year before he shot 41%.
See,
But that was an outlier. If you look at the rest of the years,
that's where he dropped off, was the 3-point shooting. But
he went back to what he
overall,
normally does. Every other year, you look at his 3-point percentage, it's 27, 28, 29, 31, 30,
Right.
27.
So
He just had a
basically,
good year.
good year shooting the 3, and then he came back down. That's the
Yeah.
down. But overall, his numbers, you wouldn't take 20. What did Randall give him? 20 and what? 9?
20 and 9.
And he ain't even
Yeah,
on a max
29.
deal.
Considering I don't know.
Good luck trying to trade him.
Yeah, and also with the Knicks, with Derrick Rose getting hurt, it didn't help. It didn't help things
I'm
get
not-
better.
I'm not trading any of my key assets to New York. I mean,
I would not.
I'm
With
not
him.
doing
No,
that.
no. I was just as an example.
No, he was using Randall as an example. And I'm just saying,
No.
Randall's production wasn't that bad compared to what he makes. I think he make less than Collins per season. Because he don't even make max money. He don't even make max money.
I think he make 21. It's close to Collins.
No, he's at
24?
26.
26. So he right there.
Oh,
He
over
right
Collins.
above Collins. But
This is how you.
Hawks fan was telling me Randall better than Collins anyway. Because Randall can
That's a
do
loser.
Randall can do what?
Someone smoking. Someone smoking for that one.
What can Randall do better than John Collins? He can handle the basketball. He can initiate the offense. Collins can't do that.
Yeah, he can't do that.
That's why
Collins is real stiff.
If you watch the Knicks, they use him as a point forward. He handles the ball a lot.
So a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
He handles the ball kind of like LeBron handles the ball in LA. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And I think, and what happened with the Knicks, they wasn't winning. So
Yeah, they won't win it. Yeah,
you know, in New York, they go straight after the star player. Hey, it's all your fault. Randall, bro, it was some games. Randall come out, he'll give him 25, 11, and 6. They lose, and the Knicks fan be mad at Randall. I'll be like, bro, what else? What you want to do, man?
But I didn't see plenty of games this year where it's important games for the Knicks. They're trying to get over 500. They're trying to get back in the playoff race. He come out there with a dud. He come out there with 12.
I have seen him sometimes.
12,
and I seen us in and you know what? I seen us in game what was that? Game 5 against the Heat, where our superstar Max Money dude came out and did what in game 5?
He wasn't getting quadruple teamed
Drop the dud.
But he getting triple teamed, quadruple teamed.
I don't care. When you make Max Money, you got to figure that shit out, player.
Yeah, you got to improvise somehow.
Yeah, and Trey, let me tell you something about Trey. He probably be getting double and triple team since high school. It ain't nothing new to him.
It shouldn't be nothing new. Yeah,
it ain't nothing new. You know what his problem is? You know why he get double and triple? Because he don't pass the ball. That's the problem. He wait till he get double, then he get a ball up. But that's a whole nother topic we can go to.
And I would argue if we had a number 2 option, then that would not be the case. But you
did have a number 2 option. You know what number 2 option was, according to the usage rate, was Bogdanovich. He was our second
role player.
He had the second high usage rate on the team.
I gotta get rid of it. He gotta go.
But ain't nobody on Bogey ass. Everybody on Collins. I'm like, bro, Collins' usage goes down every year. But y'all on him. But Bogey had the number 2 usage on the team, and nobody's saying nothing when he played like a bum.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people not like Collins, even with Herter, they're like, I want him to Collins, I want him to be able to handle and take it off the dribble and do all this stuff. I'm like, if he was that good, he wouldn't have lasted to 19 or 20 whenever they picked him at. Well, he wouldn't have lasted that long.
He only dropped to 19 because they put out that Collins didn't play defense. And that's because when he was at Wake, I forgot the head coach name. He a former NBA player. Danny Manning.
Yeah.
Danny Manning didn't want him to play defense because Collins was the best player. He didn't want to get him in foul trouble. And that's
I'm just saying, like in general, people
watch. That's why Travis Swink, when they drafted him, was like, we had Collins rated higher than 19. You see what I'm saying? But those NBA agents and teams, they'll push a narrative and leak stories to get players to drop so they can get them. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you. I'm saying like Hawk fans be like, I want him to do all these different things. He's not a generational. He's good, but he's not a generational talent. Like nobody ever said he was.
But you know what he's good at though? Adding something to his game every year. He always adds something. Remember when we drafted Collins, he didn't shoot 3-pointers his first year.
It was a lot more rate range and
Collins didn't have that turnaround jumper that he does now. That's money. He didn't have that.
I like Collins a lot. I think he could be a number 2 on the right team. But
he got to get, like y'all said, you gotta get his usage up. You gotta get him the ball. Point blank, period. And it's not always about, well, he can't create. That's not his job. We didn't pay him. He ain't created since he been here. So we don't pay him to create. And that's what I be trying to tell people. Why are you adding all the stuff on Collins when he didn't do that from the beginning? Now, don't get me wrong. He can work on ball handling.
Yeah.
He can work on that. Hell, the dude we drafted number 4 needs to work on ball handling. He can't even get by. He can't even get by the dude.
Without fumbling the ball and kicking it off his foot.
Hey man, y'all are harsh.
Every time he do a crossover, like I was saying last night, he the only person who do a crossover and still run into the defender. How? How do I cross you up but run into you?
But Demond, go back and read his pre-draft college. Go back and read his draft, his scouting report. They said he couldn't dribble at all. He was just a catch and shoot dude.
It's the reason why he did for it, bro.
So we asked him to do a lot of stuff he didn't have to do in college. So that takes time to, that takes time. You add in the injuries, you add in, the fact that he might get the ball.
You shouldn't be
Huh?
doing dumb things to get injured. I've seen him and Cam do so many dumb things to get injured.
Listen, man.
Or can anything.
Why? Listen. Let me tell you. I like DeAndre Hunter, right? Because I'm from Virginia, so I wanted us to get him right. I right, but the front office did. Listen, if you a good player, you're not doing 4 years in college, bro. That should tell you something. If you got to
I
do four
thought
years in college ball,
I thought he didn't play one of those years. I could have
right?
sworn he didn't play.
He redshirt his freshman year in Virginia. He was
Okay.
redshirt,
So he
right?
only played 3 years.
3 years.
But he did 4 years in college.
4 years total. 3 years playing. Yeah. Okay.
Ant-Man got drafted #1 overall. He did how many years in
One
college?
in Florida.
One.
Is
And
Trey
it was
Young got
and
drafted
is
5 overall. He did how many years in college?
21 as
One.
well.
Come on,
Yeah, with
man.
that team,
is
that team,
different. I mean, no, he's not as talented as Anthony Edwards. That's a #1 overall pick.
When the
I
last
mean,
time you
that's-
seen a college player get drafted #1 overall and he played 3 or more years of college ball?
yeah, you really don't see that happening.
Exactly, because if you
But
that
that's why they go
good,
#1. But that's why they go #1, not
exactly. So I'm
#4.
saying, is Hunter really that good?
I
Or
think
we
he is.
or we want him to be good because he's a Hawk. We've traded up to get him at #4. And
I
if that's
think
the
he's.
case, what about this? Do you have faith in the front office? Because people already said, all people say is Nate don't play rookies. So y'all want us to trade Collins to go get us another rookie?
Mhm.
And
Well,
y'all
I
think he's
think.
gonna play?
Well, I think Travis is gonna tell Nate, "Hey, Nate, you gonna play."
No,
You
he's
know what I'm
not.
saying? I'm putting assets in this dude. You gonna play him.
That he ain't
Because they
finna do
already
that
said
shit.
last year he made Nate play Onyeka. That's why I'm like,
How he
because
make him play
Nate
up, bro? How did he make him play on Yucca? How?
he went to Nate very politely and said, "You're gonna put that dude in the game. You
Guess
understand?
what?
You're gonna put him in the game. You're gonna let me see what he got.
But y'all do
We
remember
good."
Onyeka was injured to start the season, so he couldn't even. He didn't even play until what, December?
December, yeah, December. But
Because
remember,
he got the shoulder surgery in the off season. That's why I'm like,
but
where y'all
remember,
get this from?
Nate wasn't playing, but no. I'm talking about December. I'm talking about December, January when Nate took over. He wasn't. Even Lloyd Pierce. Lloyd Pierce wasn't playing him like that. But around Christmas, that's when Lloyd started putting him in 5 minutes, 6 minutes here, pull him out, put him back in, pull him out. Nate would do that. Put him in 5 minutes, take him out, put him back in. That's what I was saying earlier about what Jalen. You could have done with Jalen Johnson this year. Put him in 5 minutes, take him out. I think even Charlotte did that with Lonzo Ball. They put him in a couple minutes. He makes some mistakes. They pull him out. But they don't put him on the bench. They put him at the scores table.
They had to.
What?
LaMelo.
They had to.
LaMelo. I'm sorry,
Melo,
LaMelo.
no, bro. Melo
Melo.
started from
They
day
had
one,
to.
bro. Melo started
Yeah,
from day
No.
one.
No. I'm saying, but if you watch their games, they would put him in, put him out, put him in, put him out. They would put him in. He'll make a
Well,
mistake or he'll do whatever. They'll pull him out, coach him, and then they'll put him back in the game. That's
yeah,
coaching.
but Melo Melo was playing regardless. The coach had no say. You don't draft a guy. What, Melo went #2
Yeah, it was
overall?
like number
Yeah.
two. It was like number two. He was
Yeah.
that franchise player. He's that
Great.
franchise player.
#2 over, bro. You playing point blank period. I don't care what nobody say. When you drafted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you starting, bro.
Guaranteed.
That's what I'm saying. I
guaranteed.
think if we trade Collins, whoever they get is going to play. They're not going to get a dude move up and then the dude don't play.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I personally think that if we're not gonna move up, then we should move out of the draft because these guys are not gonna play. So I would personally move up into the draft, or I would package the pick.
Or
My opinion as far as the draft,
go ahead, Marquis.
don't we have 2 second-round picks? I would like to have this
No,
team
1
at least
second.
use one of those. Well, I'd like to have at least this team at least use one of their second-round draft picks at least. There's I'm looking at the prospects right now. There's one of them that really does look that I really like. I seen him play in college. His name is David Roddy. I seen him play in college out of Colorado State. I mean, he was their best player. That team was phenomenal this year. Even though they didn't get a lot of respect, they were really good. They made the tournament as a 7 seed for peak's sake and at Lord's bid. Got smacked. Hey, lost to Michigan the first round, but hey, that team was good. That team sparked at the right time.
And you
But
know
if
what?
that dude, That
Go ahead,
dude is
Marquis.
his size, man. It lists him as a shooting guard, but he's really not. Dude is 6'6", 255 peak sake. That's a big dude for 6'6". He was
Yeah,
playing more like a forward.
he look
And
like he sound like a tight end.
decent shooter. Yeah,
He was at the combine, wasn't he? He had I think that 15-point game at the combine. Is that the same dude?
I think so. Yeah. But, yeah.
I don't
Big
think we're
dude,
gonna keep that
solid
second round
shooter.
pick though. We don't
Man.
ever pick in the second round, right?
Second
Travis, we don't
round
pick in the
pick.
second
If-
round.
if-
If
second
Travis
round
sees
pick.
a guy that he wants early in the second round, he's gonna move that 44th pick and like a future second to move up or something like that. But I don't think we're gonna pick anybody in the second round.
But what
Yeah, but-
about just this? My thoughts about the draft. Unless we finna package that pick with a player, say with a Collins or something, go get us all NBA player or all star caliber
That
type
can work.
player, then one, I would make no trade. I would take that pick. I would pick a player, sit him to College Park. That's how you develop a team.
Yeah.
Get these guys, you sit them to College Park, because in College Park, they're going to get 20, 25 minutes a night to practice. And that's why the Hawks need to start using College Park like the Braves use AAA, AA. You see
Braves
what
got-
I'm saying? Exactly. I would never, unless I'm trading that pick in a package to either move up, and if I'm moving up in the draft, I got to move up in the top 3. I'm not doing that top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah,
Period.
I think Paolo, Chet, and Jabari.
Period. I'm not
those three,
going top 4, whatever. But
Yeah.
top 4. I would
go
push.
get use that 6. You can still use that pick and get talent and start working on depth. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the only problem with that is, Devon, okay, I got Jalen Johnson, right? I don't really, it's kind of, I got to get rid of Gallo. I mean, that's clear, right? But it's hard because I don't know. I didn't play him. So I don't know if he can play or he can't play. I don't know. Because I didn't see him.
Jalen Johnson.
Well, listen, man.
So
Travis is dumb, okay? He's dumb. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. I'm keeping it a buck.
Oh boy.
I'm keeping it a buck. Travis over here. Why does he keep drafting freaking forwards? Why?
because that's the game right now.
Because
Forwards.
he takes best player available.
Okay. So he put himself in this situation.
No.
Yeah,
all them times Collins and Cappella and Onyeka was out, Jalen Johnson could have played. Instead, Nate shortened the rotation and played Hunter at 30 minutes at the 4, played Gallinari all the minutes. He could have played Jalen Johnson during that time.
Or all the minutes he put in Cabarrou.
Yeah.
Because Cabarrou's better. That's why.
He was, because Cabarrou could play better defense than those.
Yeah, he's
Better at what?
He's
What?
a better defender, bro.
Defensively,
Did
yeah.
you, Damon, did you see Cabarrou play defense this year?
I know I
He
did.
is step slow. He is step slow.
He fouled a lot.
Fouled
Okay.
a lot.
But you
Okay.
could have been using that time to develop him.
Jalen Johnson was out there like a chicken with his head cut off. He didn't know what was going on out there.
That's that
bro.
college part.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Be real here. Let's not act like Jalen
But
Johnson.
2 minutes. So you're gonna see. So you're going 2 minutes at the end of a blowout.
I mean, listen.
That's not development.
When you get your opportunity, you better make the most of it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why every time Jalen Johnson come into the game, he just start firing up stupid ass threes. You ever
And then
notice
plus,
that?
remember, you had Dang out there.
And he was missing. Now,
got
let me
Dang
say this. Let me add this. I have no idea why Nate did not utilize Kevin Knox more though.
Kevin Knox
Or Mays,
15 points in
Skylar
2
Mays.
minutes.
Yeah, because they actually traded for him.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't utilize Kevin Knox. You know, Kevin Knox could have gave us something. What's Kevin Knox? 6 what? 7, 8, 9?
Like 6'8".
Yeah. Why he didn't utilize Kevin Knox? Maybe. But like I said, I also know it's a little bit of, politics in them rotations. You know, agents want their players playing. Certain people want certain minutes.
Or a
But
coach that
I
don't
will
want
say
to
this
coach.
though. Y'all know I like Nate, but I will say this, and I will agree with y'all on this. I don't believe Nate is the player to get us over the hump. I mean, the coach to get us over that. I think we will. I think we will end up moving on to another coach, maybe next year, depending on how the season play out, or the year after that. I don't think Nate. Y'all know I be complaining about Nate when he be doing that Zen that everybody's let's do this.
That cool, calm, and
The
collected,
fist.
burning candle stuff.
What did Nate say? We're the fist.
Connected fist. So,
We're the fist.
so you don't punch like this. You punch like this.
Yeah,
It's
get
about
that-
the Bible
man,
on the
get that
floor.
shit
It
up
got to
outta
be
here,
tight
man.
together.
Like,
What? This is not no
Try to hear
counseling
that shit.
class.
This ain't the 8th grade. Players try to hear that shit. Hey y'all, this is ugly. The fuck out of here with that shit, Nate. And I think Nate, maybe it's just me. I think Nate shows favoritism towards Trey. That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
He's scared of Trey.
I think so. Yeah, I think so with that.
Trey yelled at him at the in the Raptors game, and Nate just looked like he was scared. He went to the post game. Well, we
What
had a
he supposed to say,
disagreement.
bro? What he go say? The players got all the power, man. Coach, everybody know
He
Coach
was
ain't
cussing
nothing.
out Bogdanovich though. I heard that. I heard it on TV. Him and Bogdanovich was going back and forth. But
Yeah.
Who,
I
him
don't-
and Nate?
yeah, Nate and Bogey. They was cussing each other
Nate
out.
was
You
just
heard
talking
it on
about
the
the exit
TV.
interview how strong Bogey was. That's a strong man right there. Like,
Bro, I didn't know Bogey knee was so jacked up.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't know
what-
it was that bad, bro.
Yeah, that's why he
Okay,
got
would y'all-
getting surgery for that knee. Which
Would
he
y'all
could be out for
flip
3
him?
months.
Would y'all flip him for Malcolm Brogdon?
who?
Bogdanovich? Because I would. I think
think
that's
I
a
would.
fair.
I think Brogdon is a playmaker, experienced guard. I would take him.
And he a way better defender than
Defender,
Bogey.
yeah.
He is way better.
And what Brogdon? Brogdon like 6'5" too, huh?
Yeah, he's like
Mhm.
around the same height as Bogey. Only problem with
So if you-
one of the big problems with him is that just like Bogey, he get hurt, but he get hurt more.
He get hurt a
More-
lot. Yeah, he do get
Yeah,
hurt
I
a lot.
think
But
he
I
played
think that's why I
like
said I
30
think
games.
it's fair. Him and Bogey get hurt. They both get hurt a lot. But I think
because of
if
that,
healthy,
that's what. Yeah, with that, that's what I was mentioning Miles Turner earlier. Even though he was getting hurt, we can at least hold down the fort with O'Connell coming in at times.
And
He
Brogdon, I mean not Brogdon, but in turn only making 18 million.
Yes,
I think Brogdon on big money right now, ain't he? Because he got big money from the Bucks, right? Before he got
22.
traded.
20,
about
yeah,
22?
it's 20 something.
22.
It's low
Okay,
20s.
22.
I thought he was on more money than that.
It
So
was
him
low
and Bogdanovich, if you're throwing like a second round pick, that's about equal. It equals out.
Bet.
It's about equal.
All right, family. So let me go and wrap this up, man. I got to get up and go to work tomorrow, man. Y'all know how that game. Well, I know Matt know. Analysts don't know nothing about getting up for work. But
Yeah,
I know,
really.
we get up and do a little school work. Oh no, y'all don't.
No, it's the summer.
Well,
It's a
no,
summertime,
analyst
yeah.
homeschool. Analyst homeschool.
Oh.
We got school all year, baby.
Oh man.
If I was his dad, I'd be like, "Nah,
Nah,
you don't get no summer break, son."
Oh yeah, I did.
Learn
Before we
it.
go as well, I did want to mention there's like 2 other guys in the draft, this year's draft that I have seen during the college years as well that actually is really good. Is one of them. His name is Kevin Lofton Jr. They list him as a point guard, but he's more like a forward as well. He's like 6'7", 275. Dude's
Oh yeah,
really
that's the
big.
dude from the
Oh.
combine.
Al 3 just mentioned them. He mentioned them earlier. He said, "I ain't gonna lie,
Mhm.
Kenny Lofton in the G League is going in." There you go.
He can play.
He's similar to I think he's similar to Grant Williams. That's who he remind me of.
He kind of is, yeah. But with him, he ain't much of a 3-point shooter. More mid range on the post up, and surprisingly a good rebounder despite his size. He be shorter than opposing teams' bigs, but he be getting the rebounds over them. Surprisingly.
Well, definitely. Hey, when I go downstairs in this garage, I'm definitely finna look him up and stuff. But
Yeah.
let me get out of here, fellas. Hey, shout out to the chat. Shout out to all my guests today, Matt, Markeith, analyst. Good to have everybody back. What's today? Today is Tuesday, so I'll be back up here 8:00 Central Time, 9:00 East Time on Thursday. We'll be back in here to chop it up. So
Oh yeah, one more name.
go
So
ahead.
y'all can get on later. Orlando Robinson, 7-footer, 235.
Oh yeah, from Florida
Fresno
State.
State.
He's pretty good.
Fresno
And
State.
He
score.
Damon.
He
Come on.
Yo,
he can
Thursday,
score.
I want you to look up Johnny Davis from Wisconsin, right?
Oh,
Okay.
I seen him.
Johnny Davis from Wisconsin. If we trade that 7 pick, if we trade Collins for that 7 pick, you know what I'm saying? Because I seen earlier
You
that
would take Johnny at 7?
Travis and Landry was at his pro day. I seen that earlier today. Somebody sent me that video. So, you know what I'm saying? Look out for that, you know what I'm saying? Because Travis is known to fall in love with people.
He's
I
6'5",
like Johnny Davis. 6'5". He averaged 20 points a game in college, All-American.
Oh, yeah.
I would
Can he
take
play
Benedict
defense?
Mather and Dyson Daniels before him.
Benedict Mather, we could have a conversation about that, but Dyson Daniels, he's not offensively enough for me. He's
Okay.
he's
He
kind of
can
like
be
Derek
enough.
White.
He's a lob threat, but he's a good defender. He's like 6'8".
Don't forget about that. Don't forget about that guy from Kansas as well. I think his name is Okai.
Can't pronounce it. Oh, something.
I think it's Ochai.
But
Damon,
check out Johnny Davis and Thursday.
Johnny
Let me
Davis.
know what you think.
All right, I'm gonna check him out. All right,
Yeah.
fellas, I'm gonna tap in with y'all on Thursday, man. Everybody, make sure y'all be here for
Yep.
more Hawks talk. Y'all know how we get down, man. Salute to